everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to episode 10 of Sunset Mirage. At the time of recording this video, the last video that I did was the competition for Cities by Diana's build competition on her channel. So I hope you enjoyed that video. It would have been 2 weeks ago now as far as when I uploaded them, but I hope you enjoyed that video. I had a lot of fun doing it. But I'm glad to be back in Sunset Mirage, and I'm really excited about where I want to go with the city next. So I want to share exactly what the plan is for today. This is you'll remember from last week's video, just a little bit of casual residential expansion and replacing some of that ugly industry. And I've gone ahead and named this Pepinillo, which is just the Spanish word for pickle. And I'm pretty pleased with this area. I actually like how it turned out a lot, so I'm happy with that. But right now, I want to turn my attention over to this area. Now, I've had this vision in mind kind of since starting that this would make for a great, like, luxury sort of waterfront build. And I think my plan is to use the... Oh man, the brain is just not... It's not braining today. The mid-century modern houses for that area, because they look a lot... They're kind of the nicer houses of the area. But since it is such a gigantic area, and I want to make sure that it's connected in all the ways that it needs to be, and has a lot more, a very good flow and sort of direction and design to it, this episode is actually going to be sort of a network expansion. To set up this area for that eventual waterfront build, which I will just do immediately afterwards. But because I want to use some of these, I've started setting up some of the train lines, and I want to sort of continue with that and bring in our first intercity trains. So, what I want to do first, though, is I want to go ahead and grab a small roundabout. This one's, yeah, I want the small one, and I want to throw it right on the end here. Make sure it's as close to a 90-degree angle as possible. Go ahead in here, upgrade this road to a 4-lane road. I think this one I would like to do as a 2-way highway road. I'm trying to think if I want... this to be the highway road or this to be the highway road. But either way, I want it to go off in that direction. So I'll just upgrade both of them for now, just to remind myself that that was the plan. And then for this one, I want to go ahead and take a nicer 4-lane road. And I think... I don't think I'm going to need any transit going through. Maybe just some bike lanes. Decorative grass with bike lane. Is there a tree with bike lane? Do I want the trees? I think I'll do the trees. I think the trees are good. Okay. So then I want to go ahead and grab my freeform road. And I want to move... What is going on over here? There's just not enough raw materials. I'm sure... Yeah, that'll fix itself. They just need to be delivered. Right? There we go. Okay. I want to move away from some of the more, like, grid-like patterns from over here. And this area is going to be a lot more... organic. Kind of like the things that you would see in like a fancy suburb, with some more winding, like, curvy roads and stuff. So I want to go ahead and take our freeform road, and I want to follow it out this way. And bring it up all along here. And then I want to just go ahead like that. Curve it over this way. Back down here. I want it to come up along here, so I think maybe what I'll do is I'll get a straight road here and, like, connect it up this way. So that it's parallel with that train line. And then I'll hook this up. So grab that freeform road again. I guess I can go out a little bit straighter. Maybe to about there. And then curve it in. That looks a little bit too dramatic. Okay. There we go. And so this is not the best, but I will go through and amend this, but I also kind of want to keep it as like part of the build. I'll smooth it out a little bit, but I think it'll make a nice like separation from like the residential stuff that's going to be on this side, and perhaps more towny kind of stuff on this side. So, but what I want to throw in first is I want to get our train lines set up. So I'm going to go ahead into here, and I want to go into our trains and find an elevated train station. Actually, no, I need the bypass one. So I'm going to throw that here. And then I would like to hook it up. Let's grab back in here, grab our train lines, and I just want to hook it up as sensibly as possible to this one. Nice little happy curve there. Whoops. Yeah, I think that'll do. Well, actually, let's see. I'm going to come back to this part at the end. I kind of want to work my way backwards. So, I'm going to go through here next, and what I want to do is, there is ore over here. So I think at some point I will do an ore build in that area, and I want to have our cargo train go that way. So I'm going to have it go up on this bridge here and flow over that way. So what I want to do is grab our train lines, and I want to come out from here. Okay, so what I want to do first is I want to come over this way and have this train line join up to this main road. About here would be good, I think. And I just want to have it curve a little bit this way. And then I want this guy to join up to it. So let's go ahead and grab from here and get our straight tool back on. And I want it to keep kind of consistently sized. I'll fix that middle one. I don't really want that bridge piece there. And then I can actually go ahead and push this back a little ways and get this to join up with a nice little curve instead. So let's go out like that. And there. And then I'll have it join down to the ground. Okay. I might work with this a little bit more later when I detail it up and try to fix that a little bit. But for now, that will be perfect. So, next what I want to do is I want another station over here. An elevated train station. And what I want to do is have a parallel line that will house my... So this is a cargo line, and then I want this line, this new line, to be for people. So, I'll go from here. Okay, let's start on this side. So, I want these two to be parallel. Same height and everything. And from here... Wait, are they going across parallelly? Okay. I want it to start going down. I'll bring it up across there. From here, what I want it to do is go underneath. So, grab this, go down another one, and have it kind of swoop underneath. Okay, so that works a little bit better. So that's connected in. And the train should flow underneath there just fine. So, that's good. I think there's like a little bit of clipping in there, but I think I'm okay with it. I think it's close enough for me. And then this will continue. Are these the same height? I'll make sure that they are. Okay, so let's go ahead and get back in here and bring these two together. So straighten our line back out and bring these back down to the same height. There we go. So let's go ahead and grab it up by 2. And then it can go 3 and across. Alright, and yep. So they're parallel now. And then I can just bring this straight out here. line it right up with there. Very cool. Then I can start bringing it into this line. So what I want to do here is I want to have this come out as naturally as possible and come back down to the ground. And it'll come up and join up with that guy. So take it from this end. Just drag it out by 10 at a time and see how we go. It should join up eventually just pretty organically. There we go. So that'll be another one. There we go. I think that's good. Do I need to... maybe I don't need it all the way down to the ground. Let's see. Let's try this again. And keep bringing it out this way, about here. And then I should be able to do a nice little curve up again. So we'll go out... Where's the... It's not going to show me. About here somewhere. Roughly here. Okay. So, and then I'll just amend the little slope over here. I just wanted it hooked up, so we can go back to about here, and then we'll start bringing it up a little bit more naturally. A little bit further. Okay, so from here, we'll take this, and there's that. So we'll go up 2. Go up 1. Bring it out a little bit more, about to here. Then we'll get our curve. Bring it up again. And then it should go nicely there. Perfect. We'll do some decorations in the middle here to make this look a little bit nicer. For now, I think that works. So, these guys are definitely complaining about water and power. So I'm going to go ahead and do that up really quick, and I'll catch you when I'm finished. Okay, so now that's got water and power, and we should have the inner city trains coming in through here. Then I want to go ahead over to this one, and I actually want to disallow inner city trains, and I'll go ahead and hook up our stop, our very first train stop. Hook it over there, add the stop, and then complete the line. But I'm not quite finished with the line. So what I want to do is also do another one over here. And I think I'm going to also have this one be an elevated train station. Is there another elevated kind? No, actually that's the one I wanted, because that one's from the pedestrian one. Which is exactly what I want. Yes, you're not in the area, but you really are though, aren't you? Practically. Practically. Okay, so we've got that guy hooked in, and then we're going to go ahead and... Now, this was giving me lots of problems while I was trying this out. So let's hope that it works a little bit better this time around. So we'll bring this out. And I want it to come out very naturally first. Height-wise. Let's get the 180. Okay. Is that... Nope, it's still sinking down. Well, actually, that's fine. It doesn't have to be... Because I do need it to come down eventually anyway, so... It does not look... straight to me, but it says it's 180, so... There we go. Okay. And we'll go down another drop. Here. And one more drop down. Maybe 2. But there. Then I want this guy to come out this way. And if I'm not mistaken, this will not cross over directly, right? Not from that height. Oh, no, it does. Okay. Okay. So what was giving me some trouble was this little inside part. So I want to see if I can get this to work a little bit better this time around. So let's go ahead and get our curve tool. And what I ended up having to do was I really had to be picky about exactly how I did this. So I'm going to try to do the same thing again. And what I needed was to have this at sort of a diagonal, go over here. And I had to just find, like, the right place to do it. Because it did not want to go here. It seems like it doesn't want to do it again, so... Okay. Let me try to figure this one out again. Okay, so I think that's probably the best I'm going to get it, to be honest. It was very difficult to make sure that I didn't break the tram connection, so... because it's very wide. But yeah, so I think that'll do, and then I'll go ahead and I'll grab that line again. And where is it? I want to drag that line and have it stop over here. And I think I need to make sure that there's stops here. Yep, okay. So, that should do. And look, we've already got a line going over here, so let's follow this guy back. Okay. So that guy's going into the city, and then hopefully we will see an intercity train come in. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. And let's see. Do all these people drive, or do they take the train back into the other one? So it looks like a lot of them get out and walk and get into their cars. Okay. So where are they all going? Old Orchard House. They're going way over there, and they're not taking any of the train. Taking any of the transport. They're just driving all the way there. Let's see. Oh, he's getting all the way on the highway and then back into the city. Okay, that's an interesting choice. Especially when there's a train station right here and a tram that goes all the way there. Or, I mean, a metro station that goes all the way there. Could just do that. Well, that's an interesting choice, but maybe when there's more things, it won't be like that. It's not like it's congesting the roads or anything yet, but I definitely want them to be taking the trains. Oh well, okay. So that's that for now. And then what I want to do first is I want to go ahead and flatten out some of this area. Just smooth it out more. What is this? A bison. Appa. We're gonna name that bison Appa. Okay. Totally getting distracted, but let's go ahead and I guess for now I'll take this one, and I want it to kind of go curve out along with this other highway here. It'll eventually keep going off in that direction. And I'll probably have it, do I want this to be a little bit nicer? Probably. Let's amend this. Let's not be that easy about it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and keep it parallel to that freeway. And we'll have it hook up there. And let's go ahead and get a nice little curve going in here. Okay, so we'll go ahead there, and there we go. Much nicer. And then what I want to do is have a dirt road go across here. So go ahead and get our dirt roads in. And I think about here should be good. Get our straight line on. Okay. So I want it to come out here, and then I want it to sort of... Do I need it to elevate more, or... That should be good, right? Okay. Does that look... I want the bridge. I definitely want the bridge. So let's... Not like that. Oh, I gotta get my snapping back down. Okay. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna need to go a little bit further down. Okay, let's try this again. I need to be a little bit further down to get this across. So, we'll start it here. And then what I want to do is go ahead and have this road go along here. I'm going to have some of the, from the hotels pack in here. The little cabins will do fantastically over here, so I definitely want those going over here. And then we'll get the bridge back across. Okay. And then for now, I'll figure out exactly what to do with this later. And then I just need to, and I'll amend all of this in the detailing time logs. So this is going to be a very... Like, these guys, like, it's insane. So if you look at the cabin, it does so well over here, it's insane. That's the nature, and then sightseeing. Sightseeing isn't great yet, but, like, as I put things in there, it will be. So, it's a perfect place for those to go. And then, what I want to do is I want to start getting our road networks in for exactly how this waterfront is going to look. So I guess that can be actually what this road does. No, I definitely don't want the road going into there. I'll delete this one for now. I'm not sure what's going to go on there. But, what I do want is I want to go ahead and get our content creator packs and go to get this European 2-lane stone bridge. I don't want a bridge out of it, but it is a really nice road. So, if you look at it, it has like this nice stone, and I just think that's a much better look for this area. So I want this to go along the water. So just grab the freeform tool and have this curve all the way along. This whole area here. And then about here, I'll have it meet up with the main road. I'll figure out this area somewhere else. So if you have any ideas for this area, feel free to let me know. I think there's some farming in here. Not a whole lot, though, so we could do something with that, make, like, a smaller little farm. But if you have any other ideas for what this could be, feel free to let me know in the comments below. And then, from here, what I really want to do is just kind of organically create some areas. With lots of curves going on. That's a little bit too much. Let's go ahead and grab the freeform tool and see what I can do. And then I'm just going to do that along a couple different places here. Introduce some organic looking curves. Make things a little bit more interesting in this area. Okay. And I think for now, that will be how I do with that area. In the next episode, I will go through and I will actually put things in here, and then I'll finish filling out the frames for the roads as I put in some, parks and things. I think I would really love to get the golf course asset in here somewhere, and again, some more of, like, the tourism, things like, where are we? The regular tourism stuff. Like, the fishing pier and things like that. Yeah, okay. Get rid of that. Excuse me, go away. The fishing pier, fishing tours, jet ski rental, marina, definitely all of those things. I definitely want all of those here. And this will be, yeah, like I said, it'll be a very luxurious kind of rich area. All these people have, like, their boats and their fancy houses and blah, blah, blah. So, and then the same thing on this side, I'm thinking it'll either be, this will be more of, like, the commercial zone for the area. And I'll have some unique buildings and things of that nature. So if you have a theme that you would like to see in here, I'm thinking either tourism or leisure for the most part. And then inside this area itself, if I have any commercial, it'll be probably I'll go with the organic and local produce. But if you have any ideas for what else can go in between here, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Those will be the next couple episodes. We'll be filling out these areas here. It depends exactly how much stuff gets fit into here, how many episodes I'll make out of it, but at least one episode will be just this area here, filling this out, and maybe this area. So right now I'm going to go through, I'm going to go ahead and detail things up and fix a little bit of the jankiness with some of the terrain and just kind of amend some wonky stuff like this. And I'll be back with you when that's finished. Okay, so I think that is probably going to do it for today. I know it's probably not the most exciting expansion and episode that we've had so far, but it just seemed like way too big of an area to completely fill it in and do all of that today, just because it is such an intensely intricate process, I guess, with all the network planning. Train lines can be really difficult, and then just like filling in all the space would have been way too much for one episode. It would have been super, super long. So hopefully you still enjoyed it. All I really did was fill in some stuff along this riverbank here. I made a nice little inlet here, or whatever you want to call this. I don't know. Little island thing. What thing? I put some rocks. That's what I did. Just to make it look like a little bit more of an organic waterfront. Gave these guys a couple little things, some jet ski rentals, fishing tours, and the fishing pier. And these guys are doing great. They're both in the 90s, so that's great. Hopefully, I've tried... Does anybody know? I've never actually had all 5 guests, even when I've had it at 100% before. So if anybody knows what that's about, or if there's a way to, like, do I have to lower the prices a certain amount to make sure that everybody, like, all the spaces fill up? I don't know. Anyway, if you know how to get all 5 guests in there, please let me know. I would love to have some input on that. But otherwise, I left it pretty simple. Just a little bit of train line detailing here, and the same thing over here, just to give it a little bit of a personality. Along, anywhere that it's kind of touching the road, I kind of made like a little bit more overgrown with some rocks and such. But yeah, that is gonna do it for today. So the next episode is definitely gonna be filling this space in, and my plan is to definitely use the mid-century modern housing and probably organic and local produce within this little area here. And then out here, probably either tourism or nightlife. I've done tourism over here, so I might go with nightlife. But if you have any suggestions or ideas, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I would love to hear some thoughts and get some ideas from people watching. Like to see what other people would want to see in the city. But otherwise, I'm going to leave you with some cinematics to enjoy on your way out. Obviously not going to be too involved today, but otherwise, I am going to leave it at that. So I hope you have enjoyed the episode. If you have, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. But yeah, I will shut up and leave it there. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.